Today is training number 241. Topic title today, what do you do? What do you do, right? The reason why I say that is really, what do you do for work? So let's go ahead and do a share screen. I'm going to show you guys really what has worked so well for me for so many years with this very question. Because, the reality is that throughout life, people are going to ask us what we do, right? And most of the response we're going to get is, I work a job, or I'm a stay-at-home mom, or I'm a single dad, or whatever it is that you do in your life. This question right here, not only for you asking somebody, but for somebody asking you, is going to be critical. So I'm going to do a very quick, short, and simple training answering this question, what do you do? I've kind of mastered this, and this is why I've had over 3,000 personal enrollments in my career. First of all, you refer to your business, not your job. You refer to your business, not your job. So for example, if I'm an attorney, a doctor, dentist, I'm going to be like, I'm an attorney, I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist. That may be what you do for your day stuff. But if I'm wanting to build a business, now listen, guys, this is key. I refer to my business, not my job. Okay. Because if you say I'm an attorney, a doctor, dentist, whatever it is that you do, guess what people are going to do? They're going to focus on that. They're not going to ask you questions about your part-time thing. So this right here, my friends, is a critical piece to understanding. You refer to the business that you do, what you're passionate about, not necessarily your job. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You got to show genuine interest in them, online or offline. I always tell people, be interested, not interesting. Be interested, not just interesting. Some people in this business, frankly, I'm going to be honest, they're just interesting. Right. So, and I say that not to put anybody down, but the reality is they make this industry look a certain way because they're just interesting people. You need to be interested in other people, genuinely, sincerely, actually interested in those individuals. Say less to more people. We have so many people that say too much to too many people, and we wonder why we are pushing them away. They don't want to check out a video, a webinar, or attend a live event. The key to what I do is I just don't say very much. I say less to more people. It is a numbers game. Sometimes it's like you talk to 3 people all week and you spoke to them for an hour. Why did you do that? If you want to get 10, 15, 20 no's in a single day, say less to more people. The key is there's going to be people that are interested and people are not. You do not want to waste your time on individuals who are not interested and you've told them too much. So the key is to pique their interest only. Pique their interest only. I always say, you are the movie trailer. You are not the movie. You are the messenger, not the message. The videos, webinars, and live events are the ones that do the explaining. They are the third-party endorsement tool. They are the credibility that you may not have yet. And yet is definitely the key word, okay? Now, here's what I say. These are just some examples. You guys can take it for what it is and put it into your own words. If someone asks me, what do you do for work? These are answers I've given that have worked. I make money from my phone. I trade currency. I teach people how to make money from their phone. Now, you may say, well, I don't teach anyone yet. Great. Then you may say, I trade, or I trade currency, or I make money from my phone, right? These are very simple answers. Now, are there more answers than this? Absolutely, yes. These are some basics that for myself have worked very well. If I have a guy right now or a girl come to my door and they ask me what I do for a living, let me tell you the one that I would use. I trade. That's it. I trade. Well, then guess what they say? They say, trade what? I trade currency. So similar to like stocks, I trade foreign currency, I trade cryptocurrency, stuff like that. I make money from my phone, I make money from my laptop, whatever it is you want to add. Again, you're not giving them any details. You don't talk to them about MetaTrader 4. You don't talk to them about brokers. You don't talk to them about how you can make money when the market is going down. I have a lot of people say, well, oh man, I heard you're in the markets. I mean, how's it going right now? Well, for me, it's going great. But I don't need to explain all of those details. A video will do that. Third-party validation, using the videos, using the webinars, using the live events to explain it for you, okay? This is what I say to them when you're having a conversation. if I could show you a way to make money from your phone, would that be of interest to you? Good question to ask. Because if they say no, then you don't need to waste your time. Okay. If I could show you a way to eliminate your job, would that be of interest to you? That question right there is really, really good. When I was at Starbucks, the cashier, she was asked how my day was going. And all I said, after I said it was going great, and how's your day and stuff like that, I said, look, if I could show you a way where you could actually get out of this job, would that be of interest to you? She said, absolutely. I said, okay, cool. I said, let's just switch Instagrams here real quick. I actually use that. The social media stuff is actually even more effective than even a text message, because some people don't want to give you their personal cell phone number, right? So I just exchanged information and I was able to get her a video to watch. I'm going to help her get out of that job within 6 months. Okay. Now I'm not saying the jobs are bad. I'm just saying if they wanted to eliminate their job or even go from full-time back to part-time, that is going to be of interest to most people, because most people are looking for ways to make more money, even if it's in their job. Okay. So those questions right there are very good ones to use. Now, the next step is very simple. Your job is to pique their interest. Okay. And once they're interested, you invite them. You don't force them. You don't spam them. You invite them to take action by doing what? Watching a video, attending a webinar, or attending a live in-person event. Now, people ask me all the time, well, what video do you send? The video that's the most effective. So like I use an app, I use a landing page, a funnel. What is im.info? I actually text it to them. I tell them to watch video number 2. What is im.info? Watch video number 2. As soon as you're done, message me back. And that way that, we can go from there. So that has always worked. It's always been effective. If you have a webinar that's going on in the next 24, 48 hours, obviously have them hop on that. Webinars, from my experience, are more effective than a person watching a video because it's a live setting. A video can be real easy just to kind of discard it, where they don't really even watch it. They press play and they get distracted and they miss it after even a minute, right? But I always go for video first, but webinars are more effective. Of course, a live in-person event, the chances of them joining is much higher, but you may not have something going on in your local area. So the live webinars are very effective. They're more personable. People get less distracted when they're on a webinar versus watching a video, okay? Now, here's the key. Don't tell them, show them. You don't elaborate on the details of what you do. I do not explain to anybody in detail what I do, how MetaTrader 4 works, how the brokers work, how you make money when the market's going down. I'm not going to waste my time explaining that. First of all, it wears you out, especially when they're like, I'm not interested. And you're like, hold on a second. I just spent the last 45 minutes talking to you. You're like, not interested. Do not elaborate on the details, okay? Instead, you want to show them what you do by getting them to see the details in the videos, webinar, or live event. See, you show them by having them press play. That's where they're going to hear it from somebody else other than you. You know what's funny? Because I do a lot of videos, they don't hear it from somebody else. They actually hear it from me. They're like, hold on, you're the one who talked, but I think I recognize your voice in the video. But for most people, it's not that way. It's good for them to hear it from somebody else, that third party validation. Show them how it can benefit them. This part's critical because it's all about the value and benefits, meaning what can this do for me? How can this improve my life? If I'm already liking my life right now, or I like my job right now, or whatever it is, what do you have to give to me that's going to enhance that, and why I should change or enhance what I'm doing? You see what I'm saying? You got to show them how it can benefit them. Most people do not like their current financial situation. Most people do not like their job. So you got to say, okay, inside of this company, what do we have that can enhance it? Well, do you know that most people are not multiplying their money? They only work for money. They have income, but they don't have residual income. They have income, but they don't have assets. They have liabilities. So this gives you time freedom, debt freedom, financial freedom. So you got to find what inside the company that I know that this can really bless this individual and give them more time freedom. Guys, if you want to get access to this presentation, please right now go to my Instagram follow me on there and hit up my DM. Let me know that later you want to get the PDF and video. I'm going to upload this to YouTube today. I'm going to give you the PDF and I'm going to give you the recording of this as well. And you can share it with other individuals who are looking for ways to get more people to check out a video, webinar, or live event. This is the question: what do you do for work? So it's a question that's asked to you, but it's also a question that you can ask to somebody else. Hey, what do you do for work? And that's one of the things that I want to say to each of you is that with these trainings, and this particular training is one thing I'm really good at. I always ask people what they do for work. What do you do for life? What do you do for work? And I think it's one of the reasons why people then ask me, because it's kind of courteous thing to do. Well, what do you do, right? Most people, they just want to give you links, spam me and stuff like, let me show you what I do. People don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. That's why I say be interested, not interesting. Focus on the individuals. Ask them questions, right? Whether it's online or offline, you can certainly do that. It's not a tough thing to do. You'll attract more people to you. You'll build a bigger business and more residual income. Guys, this is Brandon Boyd signing off. Have an absolutely phenomenal Tuesday, and we will see you on our next training. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.